on him, 4th most catches in the NFL.
Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss. Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw. Olave over the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They'll set up to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Derek Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dragons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. When you look at this defense, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 66 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. out of the gun. They'll look to throw. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
Following the made field goal, out instead is the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick this away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Playoff picture here, and you see they've got that number 2 spot right now. Obviously a lot to like about that and where they're at in this home stretch of the season. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Derek Brown. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Back to throw here. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that 1-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes, it's not about what's called from the sideline, it's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Ritter with it after the play fake. And he fires one incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And it's caught. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Dragons are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
For Johnson, the numbers for his performance from last week: 5 catches, 61 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against.
They're taking it right down Broadway. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A.T. Perry. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
On play action, here's Ritter. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Going play action, Ritter. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Ritter off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Ritter. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll look to throw here. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit. We're not even at halftime.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. He's been really good in the yardage category, yet to hit the end zone, however.
A minor blemish against him right now because the work he's doing catching the ball, in some ways he's helping serve as good ball control because the big plays that he's making have really helped out his team.
Absolutely. They're winning on the scoreboard here in quarter. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Deron Payne coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. So possession goes over here on the punt. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And, CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. 1 play, 1 pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just saved those calls for this possession instead.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Come on, set.
First down, here's Ritter. And it's caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Dragons are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The New Orleans offense set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Into the hands of Perry, complete. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And finally taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now back to throw. This is caught. 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Miller. No sit. Say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Gainwell. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go now.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
Ready, play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Ritter to throw it. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. On first down, Ritter. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Ritter. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Ritter back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dragons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Let's look at Kenneth Gainwell as this offense comes back out. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. And this time, they'll just keep this on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to our... Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first. They want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. Win your division first, guarantees you a spot in the playoffs, but still a nice spot to be in. Not as good as it was when the number 2 seed meant a first-round bye. That's all changed with the new playoff system, but still a nice spot to be in.
Back to the air on second down. Here's Ritter again. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
This is caught. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dragons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Derek Brown getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
79 Broncos. Check.
On play action, they'll throw. The pass caught by Olave. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Check, Panther, flash.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kendre Miller, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to claw one back. Point after, right down the middle. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Ready.
Going play action, Ritter. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, here's Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Ritter with it after the play fake. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock,
with understanding clock management here on out.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Ritter off the play fake. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Dragons extend their lead yet again. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Saints 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Buda Baker, the safety, he gets in from the secondary for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's taken in at the 9. We have played 3 quarters. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Ritter now on 2nd down. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb, 41 yards. And the Dragons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. We're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. This offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
70 Timberwolves.
Stiff-armed him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And it's caught. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb from 19 yards away. And the Dragons stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Saints again ready to go on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Into the hands of Perry, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick completion here to Johnson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
At their 48-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. This offense so far on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter. Now Ritter to throw on first down. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Ritter to throw it. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead. And now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CeeDee, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up. And he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
They'll set up to throw.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Completes it to Perry. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things. Drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they...
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now the try here for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Now, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
He'll find Lamb. Shooting for the catch.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Here's Ritter.
Got him in on the right sideline. It's Lamb.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we...
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was true.